We're currently we're currently 12 minutes away. We're currently 12 minutes away from. Oh, my mic's super far away. Sorry about that. We are currently 12 minutes away from end of service. F in chat. F in chat. I'm gonna call it quits right now. I'm oh, please. Bruh. I'm doing relab right now. I'm trying to get some skins. There's a Salome skin that I'm trying to get. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get her before end of service. 11 minutes now. I could do more relab runs, but quite frankly, I don't want to. I think I'm just gonna accept I'm just gonna take the L. I'm just gonna take the L. I'm gonna go sell the Sulhi skin I just got, because it's a dupe. And then I'm just gonna take the... Actually, you know what? You know what's gonna be the biggest L of this entire thing? Yeah, sell. I would like to sell. Thank you. Do another 2 more pulls with this. You know what is gonna be the biggest L? Costume shop, rebirth synthesis, costume archive, rare skins. The entire time, I was never able to get the Norio Nonomura skin. I was never able to get the Pact Maker skin for Muse. I also wasn't able to get the Pact Maker skin for Aruto, the Pact Maker skin for Victorix. There are a couple other ones I wanted to. Where were they? Oh yeah, I never got Frasia's reversion skill, and I never got Siren's skill either. I also never got Rusalka's Pact Maker skin, which I'm also very sad about, but oh well. Bruh. I didn't get it. I got the 2 other skins in the rotation. That's it. That's it for me. I'm just gonna call it quits here. I've gotten every single character in the game, except for the 10 collab units I missed, and the 2 enhanced characters that they gave out one time as a special event before I started playing. I got all the epic puppets from the boxes, got all the uncommon and commons. I'm still missing half the rares, and I don't have any legendaries. I have all the soul carded now, except for the limited ones I don't have, because I missed them. And I'm missing about 42 costumes, not counting the 10-ish that are from collabs I can't get anymore because they were paid and I didn't buy them. Rip. Okay, now I'm ready to start the stream. I just started it because I figured I would get it started, but I still had some stuff to set up. I was using my phone to play Destiny Child, so I don't have BTS going. So I'm just gonna start it now. Truly the end of an era. Truly. It's gonna be so sad. But on the other hand, I'll finally be unburdened with Destiny Child ending there will only be one main Gotcha I play. Interesting. I'm really sad about Destiny Child ending. It's a really fun game. It's a classic, like, JPEG collector, like, grinder, but I actually really like the combat, even if it's, like, super obtuse. I like it for the opposite reasons of, like, Genshin. I don't know, it's just really fun. It's a really fun game. I had a lot of fun. It was very fun. It was such a long-term game. And it made it so... It, like, really made that very possible. Because of how, like, free-to-play friendly it was. But it was such a game, such a nice game to, like, have something just to kind of be able to grind. Because it was mostly idle stuff, which sounds really boring, but there's a lot... I have found a lot of enjoyment in, I'm trying to get my camera to center. It's not centering. I had a lot of fun just, like, working on teams and stuff like that. Now is it centered? It's getting really hard to tell. Come on. I actually used the, I used the little thing on my phone. The, touch assist button. There we go. I actually used the touch assist button on my phone in order to, actually, like, center my camera. I find it really convenient. Broadcast cameras usually have red lights that tells you which camera is active, and that tells you which camera to look at, so you're, like, in frame. You're looking at the camera. And I found that having the, having a little thing on my phone makes it nice and easy to see. So I'm gonna clear this out. Discord notification. I should probably put that over here on the second screen, because I want it pulled up. Anyway, looks like we're going good. Stream looked a little laggy for a second. I think we're okay though. I'm really curious to see what... Oh, I'm still not there. See, I'm a PNG right now because I had anticipated a eventuality where I would move to here first. Let me just remove that. And I would still be on my phone, so I would not be able to I wouldn't be able to like have my model up. I could just use the webcam. I choose not to. So I had the PNG up, but as you can see, that's not what ended up happening. Today is Wednesday. I don't think there's anything cool to grind on Wednesday. I actually yesterday. Oh, actually, I do need these. I do need these. We had the copium. Nesty, you're echoing? Why am I echoing? How does this happen? Why did this get turned on? Whoa. OBS, why have you done this? You know what happened? I just figured out. Thanks, Don. Also, hello, how are you? The doubled up audio? I just noticed. I was like, what could have caused my doubled up audio? Surely it can't be the 5 different audio inputs that all go to my mic that I have on this audio scene. Let's count them. I got an alert audio thing. I have game audio. I have the ASMR keyboard mic. I have audio output capture that captures all audio, speaker audio, headset, all the audio. I have something that just does my speaker audio, which I'm actually going to turn up now because that's our alerts. I have desktop audio 2, which is my headphones, which is also at negative infinity. Turn that back up. I have my mic audio 2, which is the mic you're currently hearing. I have my music audio, which is my Microsoft Edge tabs. I have Spotify, which is Spotify, except don't tell Spotify because I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I have the voice mod soundboard, which is also a mic. You can hear me again right now. And then I have the XLR, which you can hear me right now doubled up. Fun fact, the XLR isn't plugged in. Because fun fact, I don't own an XLR. I don't know, yeah. The XLR is when I had a friend over, and he had his mic plugged in, and that was the input for his mic. But somehow, I guess OBS just like changed it to just be all the same mic. So now if I have the soundboard or with the XLR or anything on, it all just comes out of my own, out of my mic. That's fun. The Genshin audio, the audio application capture, also used to do a thing. Okay, I've listened to the stream. Don, since you're here, tell me if Genshin is too loud or too quiet. I actually, I'm actually gonna turn it up because it's really quiet to me. Come on. Come on. Thank you, Windows Game Bar. What's it set right now? Oh, it's at 60. Let me set it to 75. Who do I fight here? I don't even know what I was talking. Oh, this is a fun one. I really like this domain. Oh, this is what I was saying earlier. This isn't. I don't think this is what I was about to say, but it was what I was going to say earlier. A couple days ago, it might have been yesterday or the day before, I accidentally like grinded this domain because I thought this was Linny's talent thing. I thought that it was the thing for his books, his guide to equities. Yeah, no, this is a weapon domain. Yeah, so like don't be like me. This is a weapon domain. And so what it drops are, where are they? It drops these things, these chapter of an ancient chords. So I spent like all of my resin and like all 5 of my condensed resin yesterday grinding this bad boy because I was like, ah, cool, I can like get some of his books down, and I didn't realize that it was a weapon domain. So yeah. In other news, Song of Stillness is now level 90 because I spent like 500 resin on it. Cool, not burning? No, it definitely wasn't. Luckily, today it's Chalice. And Chalice is good because I actually need Chalice for this title shadow. And somehow I don't have a single Broken Goblet of the Pristine Sea. Somehow I don't have a single one. I don't even know how that's possible, but apparently I never got any of them for any of the events. But the other great part is that this domain lets me use this fun team, because I've really been liking it since I, you know, like, actually built Child and now he actually, like, does damage. It's been really fun to use. Ever since I switched Xiangling over to an ER Sans, and I made Tartaglia, like, actually good. Look, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. 152 Hydro damage, he's got 2k attack. Because well, Bennett, and I think this is actually Pyro Resonance, but this is disgusting. Okay, no, it was still Bennett's buff. It was still lingering. Oh wait, actually, could that have been his artifact set? I'll be honest, I really don't pay attention to what Child's artifact set does. I have no idea what it actually... I know it gives him more Hydro bonus. Does it give him attack? Oh, it also gives him attack. I just knew that people said it was better than Heart of Depth, and I was like, you know what, I'll farm some pieces for a character I never use. That's a good use of my time in resin. Anyway, the reason why I'm coping is because if you've seen me talk about it and saw the tweet right before this came out, Destiny Child is done. As of 2 minutes ago, the game is no longer online, and you can't play it anymore. That's cool. After what? Oh, it's 2023, right? So after, what, 4 or 5 years? 5 years? I think it's 5 years. The game's over. It's done. They're taking it offline. Rest in peace to all the Japanese, Korean, and global players who will never see the end of the game, because the game did not finish before they decided to take it offline. And rest in peace to all of the Japanese and global players who won't ever get to see or hear about any of the, like, 27 Childs that were only on the Korean server, that they never brought to any of the other servers. F in chat. And rest in peace for me for missing out on, I think, 33 costumes that I wasn't able to get. I was able to get every single character except for 10 collab characters and 2 enhancement characters that they gave away one time in an event. I have fully awakened all of the available characters in the game. I have all 66 epic puppets. I have the 35 common puppets and like the 52 uncommon puppets. Don't have any of the legendaries, and I'm missing about half of the rares. I have every single soul carta in the game except for the collab ones. I think I'm missing about 15 collab cartas that I never got from the Data Live collab that started before I was playing. And I believe I have every single weapon or almost every single weapon and accessory and armor piece in the game, except for the endgame ones that they released about 2 months before end of service that I wasn't able to grind out. And yeah, that's about it. I've gotten every single background in the game. Pretty poggers. And now it's over. It's done. Tomorrow it'll update, and I'll be able to download the memorial version, which will just have an archive of all of my stuff. I went through and I put some gear on a couple characters, because you won't be able to change gear after the update. So Tokeika's got her signature gear that's actually not that good, and Teresa has her signature gear, and then Natalis, Bradamante, Anemone, Belial, and Light Jachong B all have their PvP gear because they were the team I used right up until the end. So, rip Destiny Child. It's done. It's done. Unlike Destiny's Child, however, I don't think there's somebody who can start a Smash solo career like Beyonce, or have anyone name an animal after her, like Beyonce. However, Nikke Goddess of Victory still exists, so now I'm going to be playing that even more than I have before. Luckily, I can finish all of my stuff in Nikke in like 20 minutes, so that's pretty pog. I've traded one idle game for another, except Nikke doesn't have anything that you can do to just have it sit all day while it's idling like Destiny Child did. I'm a little upset I was never able to defeat Difficulty 2 Cluster Lord Tamamo. I probably could have done it, I just never took the time, because there were more pressing things for me to do at end of service. I probably could have beaten her with the new characters we got, I just never tried. And I am a little annoyed that I wasn't able to finish Cluster 3 or ever fight Arya. Cluster 3 Lord Arya, which is kind of sad. But you know, I had more important things to do than Spacewalk, which is unfortunate, because Spacewalk was genuinely fun content. It was the ultimate, like, slot in a team, set it to auto battle, and just walk away. But I found it really fun, because it was really satisfying putting together a specific team and then watching them just, like, delete enemies. And I never finished Hell Underground either, which I'm also sad about, because I would have liked to do that. Had Hell Underground not released in August, or I think it was actually July, and had End of Service not been right now, I probably would have beaten Hell Underground. I had all the characters to do it, and I had the patience to do it. But now we'll never see. F in chat. Lisa, Davi, Mona, Mitra. He'll be remembered fondly. Mitra is such a cool character. I actually like him so much. He's such a doofus. Like, he's such a loser. He's, like, for probably, at least the story in Global, for probably, like, 80% of the story that we got in Global, Mitra was just, like, the most pathetic, boring, like, milquetoast character you've ever seen. Like, the most useless, underpowered, spineless main character you've ever seen. And then he got his anime moment, and he was super poggers. He had like a guts moment, and he just was like super poggers. But luckily I'll still be able to read the story after the memorial, which is something. I'm still very sad about it though. But hey, I'm not that sad about, I mean, I'm sad that I can't play the game anymore, but I'm pretty happy for Shift Up. because why is this called Fishnado? I always wondered. They're crabs. Why is it called Fishnado? I'm pretty happy for Shift Up though, because between Nikkei consistently being in like the top 10 of like highest grossing mobile games like every single month since its release, and what they can do with the company with like public IPOs, I'm actually very excited for Shift Up, and I'm glad that they're finally doing better. They've also got that deal, if you've seen any of this stuff, they're making Stellar Blade a game for PlayStation. From what I've seen of it, basically imagine like Devil May Cry, but it's near. Imagine like from what I've seen, it's kind of like imagine Devil May Cry mixed with maybe like a little bit of like Dark Souls maybe, but probably more like Devil May Cry kind of style, like not Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts style. But then imagine if the main character was like 2B times like 10. They really just said, "Hey, what if we did post-apocalyptic like hack and slash action game, but it was like a hot anime girl, and also she was taking like the maximum damage penalty like in Dark Souls when you're wearing like no armor." What a game. What a game. I like how they're like, watch out. Paimon's like, watch out. They literally didn't fight me at all. It's gonna be a game. You know what else is gonna be a game? Eternites. Or Eternites? Eternites. I assume it's Eternites because it's like Eternal Nights. Eternites. That's gonna be a game. I really want to get that. It's only on PlayStation, right? I don't think it's on anything else right now. But I really want to play it. I'm not gonna go out and get a PlayStation just to play it. But it looks like a really fun game. I'm really excited for that. They also had the Japanese game thing where they talked about Fantasy Life and they unveiled the 2 new lives. I have not watched that yet. I've avoided like looking at any information about it because I just want to watch the announcement. But that also looks very fun. One longtime game of mine has finally been retired, and another game, surprisingly, got a sequel. Because I don't think anybody ever thought that Fantasy Life was ever going to get a sequel after they had a soft sequel with the weird mobile game that they ran for like... Oh, he hit the railing. After the mobile game that they ran for like a year, and then they canned it, and then just recently it was picked up by Boltrand for an English release, and the English release was awful. It was a very fun game. The combat was fun. Literally everything else about it was awful, though. Stamina was fine, but the events were awful. The gacha was awful. And the translation was pretty bad, too. But aside from all that, overall, it was a pretty good game. It was basically high-res Fantasy Life, but you could dodge now. The combat was what I liked about the most. It was pretty much like all the good stuff about Fantasy Life's combat, along with the fact that now you could like action roll, which to me is a massive plus. The ability to action roll in Fantasy Life, man, that was a game changer. Made the game so much more fun. It made it so much cleaner. RIP. See, Lenny? Listen. I really want to... Oh, that did absolutely nothing to him. Cool. Cool. I'm glad that the Ouija I'm glad that the Ouija attack on the Numa guy did absolutely nothing. There we go. I still think that Ouija and Numa are like the biggest bait in this game. I still think they're like the biggest bait in this game. The stun lock, like for stunning enemies. I understand skipping phases, like on the dancers, but Man, oh man. Does it suck? Like, the stun on enemies is so short. It's so short, it might as well, like, not be there. Anyway, I hear that people don't like this floor. And I can see why. Luckily, I have an idea. I think I have a foolproof idea for this. In the meantime, we're gonna deal with all these. So... I think we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna slap together... She has Tidal Shadow. It'll be fine. It's floor 9. Who cares? I'm just gonna slap this together. I do not think that Mika has artifacts. I don't think Rosaria has the right artifacts. And I know Eula has a level 20 weapon. So, we'll have fun with that. Luckily, it's floor 9. So it really doesn't matter. But... we will see. Sure. She'll need that bonus attack since her own attack stat's like non-existent. I still think Mika's skill line is super cold. Aside from the fact that his voice is super nasally. He just says, "You've had your chance," and then he shoots him in the face with a crossbow. Like, dang, bro. Speaking of cold, y'all ever... what was it called? Kagurabachi? Kagurabachi? The thing that everyone's like, is this Naruto 2.0? One chapter out? It's already got an anime and a game? That'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Knowing nothing about it. Series is already peak. Wow. Yeah, I mean, basically. Oh, bruh. I didn't have any time to funnel energy. Rip. Rip. I take it the game isn't too loud. Am I too loud? That's the other thing. I hope I'm not too loud either. You don't need to worry about energy. Energy in floor 9. I mean, yeah, with all these mobs. Go, Eula! Do the thing! You're louder than the game, but the audio isn't bad? Okay. As long as it wasn't like... one of us was too hard to hear, or the audio was like non-existent. Eula, that's not very cash money of you. Oh, I used Hypercarry Raiden the other day, and I think I set a new record with her burst. I think I hit a 400k initial slash, which I thought was really cool. And now I understand why Luigi likes using, Raiden. It was very fun. I felt very cool when she did the big... when she was like, Inazuma shines eternal, and it was like 400,000. Bruh. Cool. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll do something great. I'll plug in another cord into my headset, which is going to lower the game audio I hear and the audio I hear from the actual... Actually, you know what I can do? I can just unplug the other side. This will be perfect. This will be perfect. This won't be confusing at all. Okay, so I can hear the stream right now, and I can't hear the game, but you should be able to hear the game still. Oh, they have shields. That's annoying. And I'm just gonna fight and just see what happens. Oh, that sounds pretty good. I'm listening to it. I think that sounds pretty good. I can hear it. Like, it's not super loud, but... get over here.
Into the wind. You can run, but you can't hide.
Oh, it didn't crit. Rip. My guy, I gave you 68 crit rate. Why didn't you crit? Oh, that was pretty cool, Kazuha. That was pretty cool. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I'm gonna plug my headset back in. Child crits. It's the law. Well, if he never crits, I might as well just take Viridescent Hunt on him, off him, and just put End of the Line back on him. You know? If he's never gonna crit, I might as well just drop his crit rate back to like 40 or whatever it is normally. That's very rude of you. So rude, in fact, that I've decided not even to wait for Eula's burst, and instead we're gonna put all of Eula's buffs on Raiden, because that makes sense. Actually, you know what? This guy never, like, chases after you, so I should go after him. Mirror Maiden's gonna come over here to body me. But...
Vengeance will be mine.
do I have 2 stacks? I do. Alright, Mirror Maiden, get over here. Cool. Proof that Eula can still be good in the Abyss, even if, actually, I want to have them come over to here.
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud.
I want them to come over here. Yeah, very kind of both of you. Deal with you first. Oh. Huh. Well, I'm gonna leave for now, because I actually want to change artifacts in case I actually want to... Well, actually, first let me look at what floor 10 is, because depending on what's on floor 10, it'll change what team I use. Fatui, Mecha, Bishops... Bruh. Okay. So, what I was gonna do is I was thinking about running the Kutching team, but that floor looks like pain, so I'm not going to. I've decided not to. Also, we're gonna ascend this because I hear it looks poggers when you ascend it on Eula. I hear it looks poggers. It looks like a PlayStation sword. It looks like a PlayStation weapon. Oh yeah, that does look pretty clean. If you made, like, the PS5 a weapon, this is what it would look like. Forget Sword of Dissension, the actual PlayStation weapon. Oh, nobody's even using this. Cool. Cool, I don't even have to feel bad that I'm taking it from Noelle. No one was even using it. Alright. Where is Mika? Well, actually... Now this is a new level of scuffed. Rosaria's got an EM Crimson Witch piece. That's a new level of scuffed, even for me. Oh, this actually wasn't that bad. I take it back. This actually isn't that bad. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. 2-piece Tenacity, 2-piece... I mean, the 2-piece Noblesse does absolutely nothing for him, but, you know, we're just gonna ignore that. Let's take this one. For the ER. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so... That's all we care about, right? Nobody else should have any problems? No, no. Anybody else I'm gonna use? No? You're good. You're good. I think everyone's good. D-Luke's good, Yoimiya's good. I've been using D-Luke a lot, and I've switched him back over to his normal skin, because as Luigi pointed out, his, Red Dead Redemption skin, it makes his Pyro Infusion, like, just look really dumb. I'll say it. It looks bad. It looks bad. It just becomes a straight sheath of flames. I mean, it looks good on Redhorn, but, like, not having the jets on the side makes it look really plain and boring. Anyway, time for, like, quite possibly 2 of the most boring teams in existence. Triple Cryo Hypercarry Eula, and, International Child. Cool. Cool. What fun and exciting gameplay. I can't wait to see this innovative gameplay.
Let's keep going, team.
Yeah. Shiver.
Providing cover fire.
Freeze to the core.
Also, I'm playing in full screen mode, like with Star Rail, just because, you know what?
Crush.
Bro. It only, 1 didn't crit, but 2 only did 64k damage. Well, that was rude of you. He jumped right out of range. I want to make sure that Genshin looks nice for all of you.
More speed.
Bam, bam. There we go. Meanwhile, on the other side...
Nice and spicy.
Into the wind. Clouds.
I'm gonna date myself. What was that thing? What was that from? The thing where they go, meanwhile, in our universe. What was that? What was that from? I don't know. I don't know. Isn't that from something? It's this guy. It's like the narrator, and he goes, meanwhile, in our universe. I have no idea. There's so many things that rattle around in my brain that I go, that was something, right? And I go, yeah, probably.
Leave it to me.
Lights out.
But the problem is, I don't think Mika should actually be slot 2,
Rock and ruin.
like, chronologically, in terms of, like, who's... Bruh. Spectre moment. In terms of who you should be using, I actually think that the priority goes, Raiden E, Eula E, and then it's, I believe, maybe potentially, depending on what you need, Rosaria E, but you should do Rosaria... You should do Rosaria's Q last, because it only lasts for 8 seconds. Meanwhile, I think Mika's buff lasts for 10 seconds, even though Rosaria's Q lasts for 12 seconds with her C2, I believe. It actually doesn't affect how long her buff lasts, which is just some, like, really weird thing. It only counts the initial duration of the skill. So even though her C2 increases her burst duration, it doesn't actually increase how long her burst buffs other party members, which I think is very bizarre.
Let's light it up.
But, you know, I don't make the rules. If I did, I would make it so it extended it, but, you know. I love getting all the good buffs in floor 9 and 10, and I don't need them. My favorite part. Yeah, so this first, because his burst is kind of whatever.
Vengeance will be mine.
It's just healing, which I mean, I guess can be good. And it'll probably help me on later floors. Oh, they're all dead. Rip me. Okay. What was I? I was reading something, you know? Which I know isn't very specific. I read a lot of things. But I was reading something, and
The birds call. Wind strike. You can run, but you can't hide.
it was something. And I might not have been reading it, I might have been watching it. I think I was reading it, though. But somebody said, it was like, his skin is brighter than my future. And I was like, there it is, the classic. Anyway, I know people said they had problems with this, so when in doubt, I'm just gonna use a really dumb team. And by dumb team, I mean a no thoughts, head empty kind of team, which is just, International Child and Eula. We're gonna go for a single team sweep for the first 3 floors, because I think I can do it.
Illusion shattered. Beg for mercy.
What's that?
Leave it to me. Final.
Your enemies are running away?
Flood of frost.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Eye for
I
an
can't
eye.
hear you over all the damage my Eula's doing. I'm sorry. I can't hear you over all of this damage. It's like those, the meme of the Lumine when she's like, oh, sorry, I dropped that, how clumsy. With the wish history.
Shine down. Crush.
Is it worth using my burst? No. I've determined it's not worth using my burst. However,
Beg for
the
mercy.
Anya one, yeah, the oops, how clumsy.
Rack and
Yeah,
ruin.
yeah, my favorite one is seeing it, because I go into Hoyo Lab for my, my daily logins, and I always see it. I always see the Lumine one. Oops, I dropped my Alhytham 750. Yeah, it's like, oops, how clumsy. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite.
Dorn,
I'm going in.
Riptide. No touch.
My other favorites is the post on the subreddit right now of the person who like went through and is like, I beat floor 12, I 36 starred floor 12 without using any meta 4 stars or 5 stars. And people were like roasting him for using Sucrose and Fischl and Yao Yao. And then they did it again with Danger Traveler, Kale, and Lisa. And I just thought it was so funny because I was like, man. One, people are malding that
But you can't hide. Ha.
they used Fischl, Yao Yao, and I don't even remember who the third one. It's not that important. But I was like, man, dang bro, good for you. Good for you. It's the way people misinterpret Genshin meta for me. Oh yeah, like, oh, I can't. My favorite example for that, which I think I know what you're talking about. My favorite thing for that is
Let's keep going, team.
people who
Freeze to the core. I can
be like, I'll play any character I want, and then complain about things being too hard. And then it's like, and then they either don't build characters, or they use like anti-synergistic teams, and then they're like, it's too hard.
Crush.
And I was just like, dang bro,
Lights out.
dang bro.
Now's our
Like, I get it. Use what character you. I mean,
Frost.
the lack of building. It's either the lack of building, or it's when people don't know how their characters work. And then I just go, cool. I mean, play the game however you want. But like, I don't want people to
Everybody
complain
stand
about
back.
the game being too hard or something like that. And then they're like using just like the weirdest, the wildest character builds ever, or the strangest teams, and they say, why can't I do it? But like if you like them, make them use exactly. Or
Into the wind.
I don't have a problem with how people play. Like I mind a little bit just because I go, because I'm like a numbers person. But
Time.
the only time I'll go after somebody is when they specifically want
No time.
to use a build, or they specifically want like team building advice or whatever,
Who's next?
or they're complaining about something being hard, and then they don't do they do not do basic things that would make things easier for themselves.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
That's what I don't get.
Can't hide.
But then again, I'm also playing Child, and I don't like him. I mean, I like him. I like him as a character, and I think he's got a cool design, but I'm not like, yeah, Child. The best character advice is pick a character you like and build around him. Exactly. I was lucky enough that Eula came out like 2 months after I started playing, and at the time I was like, Unga Bunga, I want big physical damage. I want to mash left mouse, and I want to do a lot of damage, because I didn't care about reactions or anything like that. And then they were like, hey yo, we got this new character, Eula. She's a claymore, and she does tons of damage. She do Unga Bunga, and I was like, oh. Because previously I was maining Razor, who's also like, I mean his verse is Electro, but he's like Unga Bunga physical Claymore. And then I was like, man, I'm hitting the damage ceiling with Razor. I just can't do enough damage. And then they were like, have you heard about this new character coming out called Eula? And I was like, oh, which is great. It was great. And then some of the characters I got just for fun. Like Ganyu I got because haha charge attack, even though I don't really use her. And Ayaka I got because haha freeze, even though I also don't use her. Which is sad for both of them.
Blade embraces its duty.
Realistically, I'd hardly use any of the 5 stars I have. Who do I use on a regular basis? You. That's it. Shatter. Yeah. I don't really use Jean. I don't use Diluc. I don't use Chi-Chi. I don't use Mona. I don't use Kaching. I don't use Venti. I don't use Zhongli. I don't use Ganyu. I don't use Ayaka. I don't use Yorimiya. I don't use Jai. I don't use Tignari. I think I already said Child. And I don't really use Linny either. So I only use out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 5-star characters I use. I really only use 4 of them, which I think is even more sad. The only 4 I really use are Eula, Kazuha, Raiden, and Yelan. And then sometimes I use Nahida, Nilo, and Kokomi. But I'm only using Tartaglia now because I have an excuse to use him. And when I'm talking about using, I'm talking about Abyss. See, I almost want to switch up the teams now. Also, I don't know why I left. I have to do this all over again. I wasn't paying attention when I was clicking. So, rip me, I guess. We'll have to do it all over again. Actually, no. No. Wait, I just did the first floor. Wait, now I have 6 stars. Okay, I must have blacked out and done the second floor. You did it for content on purpose? Ah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I did it for content. The same way that Aiden Ross hired the first professional Kim Jong-un impersonator in order to interview him on stream and say that he was interviewing Kim Jong-un on Kick. Yes. Yes. What? You didn't hear? It was like 2 hours ago. Aiden Ross was streaming on Kick. He said he had an interview with Kim Jong-un. He had like 450k live viewers. He hit like a new record for the most amount of concurrent viewers on Kick. And then he busted out. I think Andrew Tate was there as well. It was like a video call. It was like him, Tate, and this Kim Jong-un impersonator. It was peak content. Peak content, I tell you.
Torn to oblivion.
It was the most unhinged thing I had ever seen.
Illusion shattered. Beg for mercy.
Because it wasn't just like Tate and Ross being dumb like they are. The impersonator, he was committed. He was committed to just saying the dumbest stuff. It was so funny. It was so funny. Because it wasn't even like he was acting like Kim Jong-un. He was straight up just like playing a caricature. It was like an American meme version of Kim Jong-un. It wasn't even like that's the best part about it. And I was just like, man.
Tidal wave.
Who says art is dead? Who says art is dead? You know what else is really fun? And one of the main reasons I decided to pull... Well, I didn't decide to pull for Child. It was just a haha funny thing. I got him at 34 pity. It's because Riptide is funny. Riptide explosions are funny. That's why I pulled on this banner. And I did it because I thought it'd be funny, and also because I wanted one of the 4 stars. I wanted one of the 4. I think I wanted Candace. It was either Candace or Kiwawa. I think it was Candace. Although I'm pretty sure I ended up getting Candace on Miko's banner. Since they were running concurrently, I believe. Were they? That doesn't sound right. Anyway. I wanted a 4-star on his banner. So like a fool, just like you pulling on Yoimiya's banner, I decided to just do some pulls for fun, because I was bored. And it was like, here's your child. And I was like, oh, interesting. Oh, Rosaria's dead.
Is this my final job?
The Yoimiya banner. Things like that with Child, genuinely, we're both clowns. Things like that with Yoimiya genuinely, or not Yoimiya, with Child genuinely make me feel bad sometimes, because I go, man, somebody out there wanted this character. Somebody out there wanted Tartaglia. They wanted to get the 11th Fatui Harbinger, or whatever he is. And here I am, somebody who doesn't care at all, and I got him at 34 pity. And somebody out there probably went to max pity. They've been waiting. They've been waiting for months. They've been like, it's finally coming up. Finally, the Child banner. I'll be able to get him. Somebody went to hard pity after waiting for months. And I got him on a complete chance.
Beg for mercy.
I just go, dang bro, RNG sucks. It really does. It's how I feel about Scarlet Sands. Because I know 3 people that pulled for Sino, personally. Well, somewhat personally. And I'm the one who got his weapon, not once, but twice? How's that fair? I don't even have him. 7,000 free farming for Raiden, Nico, and they gave him both EM builds. EM Yai actually fire though. EM Yai actually go hard. Neon give me luck to get Fujon in a single, but Copium.
Clouds high.
Quick, Luigi. Don't worry, Luigi. I've been on a real winning streak recently, you know? I went to hard pity trying to get 2B and Nikke. I haven't gotten a single copy of A1 or whatever her name is. You know?
Adorn my night.
Destiny Child just ended. I'm sure you'll get her in a first full. I recently did 721 pulls in Windcraft and I didn't get a single mythic despite the there being like a roughly 1% chance per pull to get one. You know how it is. You know how it is.
Shine down. Crush. Judgment. Light.
No, but like actually, my luck's been decent. It's been pretty normal. I believe. Pella's on the banner, right? Just believe in Pella.
Shudder.
Believe in Pella. All you gotta do, Luigi, is pray to Pella and all of her yaoi boys love fanfics, and she'll give you Fujuan. Easy.
Illusion shattered.
Now, what you're gonna need to do for this is I'm gonna need you to go out and purchase copious amounts of yaoi fanfics, preferably at Comiket. And you're gonna have to create a whole summoning shrine. Now you might be saying, wait a second, Neon, that sounds like a summoning shrine for Pella and not Fujuan. Well, you see, that's the trick. Y'all favor out.
Clouds high. The bird, you can run, but you can't hide.
Yaoi. Showing up when you least expect it.
Amateur mistake.
Oh, actually, speaking of yaoi, Dawn, are you aware of a certain online series called Yaoi on the Rocks? Are you aware of a certain series on YouTube.com called Yaoi on the Rocks? Yeah, it's a Yuri on Ice abridged series. It's Yuri on Ice abridged, and it's called Yaoi on the Rocks. It came up because I was, Tacti and I were talking somehow about Fate, and he was telling me about Fate Abridged. Octopimp, yeah. Yeah. He's the guy who does, 50% off. Tacti was telling 50%, yeah. So Tacti was telling me about Fate Abridged. And I was like, Tacti, you ever seen 50% off? And he's like, what's 50% off? And I was like, it's a free abridged series. Because it's 50% off. That was fun. Anyway. For this team, we're gonna do what we did last time, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it truly ain't broke. So, I'm not gonna fix it. 50% off is great. 50% off is great. Alright, Magu Kenki. You're the wind-up toy. It's time to play.
Make yourselves at home. Crush. Rain cutter.
Bam.
Rain outlines your
Bam.
Huh?
Bam. Bam. Bam.
Beg for mercy.
Bam. Bam.
Vengeance will be mine.
Bam. 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 Like a boss. Flashback to the last time I did this on stream and he didn't crit. Rip.
Shine down.
Alright, now we have to go through this absolute pain, which makes me want to put Kazuha on this team.
Busted. Game's up. Thumbs over. Inazuma shines eternal.
This chamber is pain and suffering. It's also free reign for Yoimiya, Klee, and Diluc, so that's cool.
Let's light it up.
Too much pyro application versus no internal cooldowns.
Gotcha.
Diluc truly is one of the pyro characters of all time. He's unburdened by the mortal constraints that is ICD. Okay, next priority is going to be this dude, because he is by far the most annoying out of all of them.
Here comes the cash.
Cool, now that I no longer have Dendro Aura, we're all good to go. And we're just gonna W key these kids. I'm using the lingo. How do you do, fellow kids? Oh, she actually lived.
Illusion shattered. That's gonna hurt.
What an unforeseen turn of events. This was not according to Keikaku.
Busted.
Ooh. Don't mind if I should have taken the other one. I realized right after I clicked it, I should have taken the other one.
Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword.
Actually, wait, I took burst damage, right? No, I took the right one. I was gonna take max HP, but then I realized burst damage for Eula and also for the entire second team that uses their burst.
More speed. Shudder. Out of my way.
Oh, bruh.
Humiliation.
Bruh. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. At least it's first half.
Rain cutter.
There we go. Wanted to get that off real quick before he burgeoned all of those. That would have been pain and suffering. My man's got such a big shield. I'm trying my best. I've got 3 different elemental applicators going right now, and none of them are working. There we go.
The Temple of Wisdom. Committed to Shudder. Freeze to the core.
You know what the other great thing about Redhorn is? Specifically for Hyperbloom Eula?
Beg for mercy.
Is you're already like pretty much only using her auto attacks.
Rain cutter. Body of rain
Oh.
outline.
Oh, he actually killed. You're pretty much only using your auto attacks, so that extra damage bonus comes in even more clutch. Now, I've also found that it's way smarter for me to use Yelan's burst first, and then Bennett's burst, and then Xiangling's, because then I get snapshotting on Yelan's burst buff. Plus, it means that the Pyro buff lasts for pretty much the entirety of Raden's burst, even though I'm not inside the circle. Which is great, because it means that Raden gets to burst the entire time. Bam. Bam. Ouija, Numa, what's that?
There is no escape. Busted.
I was gonna make a I hardly know her joke, but it didn't work. The syllables weren't there. It really doesn't have the same ring if you say Ouija, I hardly know her. Doesn't quite sound the same.
Care for a dance.
Now time for these goobers. You know it's something I think I can directly correlate to pop culture, and by pop culture, and by pop culture I mean Gura.
Not done yet.
I definitely say goober more because of Gura. If it wasn't for her, I definitely wouldn't say goober as much as I do.
Shudder.
You know what the wildest part is? I don't even watch her that much. I don't even watch her that much.
Rain cutter.
Nor do I watch clips of her. I don't know. She's probably just said it like once or twice, and I've just like snapshotted on the goober in my mind, and it's just become like the thing that I associate with her. 'Cause I know people call her Goomba, but I don't know. That just must be what it is. What a crazy association.
I condemn you.
Cool. Cool. This is actually going a lot better than I thought.
Get them. Everybody stand.
People made it sound like
Gotcha. Game's up.
the new Abyss was like the hardest thing they'd ever seen in their life.
Inazuma shines eternal.
And I don't know, I'm just not seeing it.
Shine down. I'm going in.
Just not seeing it. I am seeing Yelan get absolutely bodied right now because of elemental reactions, but you know, that's a separate... That's a conversation for another... Oh! Poggers. This is less than Poggers.
Now you shall
You know, Raiden, like, almost being dead. and then Raiden dying. Luckily, we really don't need her at all because this team is just that cracked. Oh, I'm getting hit by the swirls, that's what it is. Okay, now we might be in trouble. Now we might be in trouble. Depends.
Gotcha.
Guess not. Guess not. Cool. Cool. That's it. That's the abyss. Did I use all my resin? I did use all my resin. I keep using all my resin, and I keep forgetting that I have leyline overflow. Keep forgetting. Lynette. Annette. Annette from Fire Emblem Three Houses? I saw a comic on the Three Houses subreddit today. It was basically...
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Lysithia, and she marched up to Felix, and she was like, I got her E0 and Lycon, and then I got Clara and failed you. Luigi, no. Luigi, no. Xinglu is coming up. I don't think I ever saw. Did Kawa ever stream? Did he ever start doing the Star Rail thing? Because they like totally like canned that. They suddenly decided, hey, what if we just like remove the rewards? He didn't. Rip. I feel bad for him. I really do. Who's that? Kawa. Luigi, no. Did you just... Oh, you're talking about Jinglu. Okay. Okay, I was gonna say, Luigi, no, did you just who Omega Lol Kawa? I see, you were talking about Star Rail. That's okay. She is the one called Sailor Moon. Da 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 da. What do you mean? Jinglu can totally be a Qingxia support. Obviously. Obviously. You can just run the team like this. Imagine if this is Star Rail, right? Imagine this is Jinglu, or this is Qingxia, right? Just run the team like this. Run the team like this.
Ready for reconnaissance.
See, where this is Jinglu, and this is, Sela. Average Genshin party. I probably should have just counted my 5 stars here instead of in the archive. That probably would have been a much faster way to count. I've got all sorts of phlegm in my throat. Ugh. I keep muting because I'm trying to clear up my throat and I don't want to cough into the mic. Well, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get, so we'll just carry on, I guess. Let's make this be a team.
Stay close and you will live.
Definitely nothing weird about this team at all. No, not at all. I don't like that it looks so different. Here. It looks so not cool. I don't know. It just looks so boring. It looks so gray. The hunt continues. Oh, these are foreign synapses. Never mind. I thought for a second these were going to be tainted waters, and I was going to say I gotta still keep grinding for them. I think somebody found that with healing at R5, this is competitive with Snow Tomb Star Silver. But I mean, they both got the drip, but I don't know. I desperately want a transmog feature for Genshin. I really do want a transmog feature for weapon skins. I'd love to make Redhorn or like Akamaru look like Title Shadow. Or like Sacrificial. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Next banner is what is it? Is it Hu Tao and Neuvillette? Is it him or is it Riosli? It's Hu Tao and one of the new characters, right? Yes? Okay, that's what I thought. And then next it's like Nuvi and Hu Tao, yeah, okay. And then the next one is supposed to be like Rio and like Venti or something. Right? Aren't people speculating that like Archons are getting runs now? Like because of Zhongli, they're gonna like run Venti and then like Raiden. Navia and Chlorinde are gonna be a ways away, which is good for us, I guess, Luigi. I could convert all my Star Rail fates for pulls.
More speed.
Monka, wait. I misread that and I thought you said welt moment, and I was gonna say, Luigi, you're going for some deep cut Honkai lore that I just do not get. But that does sound like a welt moment. What you should do, Luigi, is wait until the last day of the banner, and then do it. And then realize that you missed the end of the banner, and now you can't pull. Realistically, that's what might happen. This does look pretty clean. It almost looks like it's glowing. The sword. I mean, yes, the center is glowing, but this looks cool. Should have pulled on my birthday instead. Dame dane. I wonder what Sinnoh did. I know he was considering going for Linny's C3. He got him R1 and C2, and he was debating whether or not he wanted to go for C3. So I wonder if he ended up doing that. I'm very excited to not have any characters to pull for when I'm always skipping Genshin banners. Yeah, I'm very happy that there's currently nobody on any of the banners that I really want. I mean, I might try and snag Hu Tao. You know, I might, because I've got like 0 pity though. Right? Yeah, it's like it's literally 0. But there's gonna be at least a patch in between the next character I want. I should have pulled Ayaka, my birthday twin. You need to do, Luigi, every time you gotta pull, next time you gotta pull Ayaka, and then every time you wish, you have to have just Ayaka in the party. Just Ayaka and then Traveler, if you've set Traveler's birthday to your real birthday. That's what you need to do. Just them. Just Ayaka. But no, I feel pretty good about not having anybody I want to pull for in either banners. Not really caring about either of these banners, and then not really caring about the Hu Tao Neuvillette banner and the potential Rio banner after has been very nice, because I can just safely sit here and be like, ah, yes. Waiting for Hydro Archon or Chlorinde, whoever comes first. Jackie and I were talking about Farina and what she might do. He was talking about some leaks, which I thought were wild. I still want her to be a Hydro Shielder, even though I don't think that's going to happen. But she appears to do something very interesting. Although, I feel like eventually characters are going to get kind of... I mean, they've done a good job, I guess, with Linny. But he honestly feels very much like a Pyro Ganyu. Which, I mean, like, they could do that. They could go through all the archetypes for every, I pull their weapon instead, prevent it. We could go through, like, all the archetypes, or most of the archetypes, right? We have Kaching and we have Alhaitham. They do similar thing, or similar concepts, right? They're both 5-star sword, like, infusions. Right? But, I don't know. I don't know. I'm only building Lenny because I think it's funny. Unlike other people, I don't care too much. I thought it'd be funny. I thought it'd be funny if I got him, and I did, so it's funny. I think that's the point I've reached to in Genshin. Aside from Farina, because she's an Archon and Clorin, there really isn't anybody that I was like super gassed for. So I've just kind of been chilling. I wonder if I can find a nice place to demonstrate one of the worst things about Genshin Impact. Conveniently and inconveniently, Fontaine is full of such places. Fontaine is full of places that are just filled with one of the things I hate about Genshin. Let's climb up this wall. Climb up the wall. Keep going and going. Oh, look! I can no longer climb forward. Why can't? I don't understand why you can't do this. I still don't understand why this is a problem. And I didn't press, the button to drop down. She just fell down there. I still don't understand why that's a thing in this game. I still don't understand why you can't mantle. We're, what, 3 years into the game, and we still can't mantle over ledges? The worst defender of it by far is Liyue, because, like, it's pretty annoying here in Fontaine just because of the big walls and the teleport waypoints. The worst defender is absolutely Liyue, because they've got all these nice, like, tiled roofs, and they're impossible to climb. The buildings here are impossible to climb the sides of. Luckily, you can glide to most places. But there's nothing more infuriating than trying... And I guess they do it in Inazuma too. But there's nothing more infuriating than trying to climb up the side of something and then just getting stuck by a ledge. And it's just kind of like, bruh. So you can climb over these just fine. And look, a chest. But sometimes you just get stuck. I understand, like, climbing over these makes sense, you know? Like, this doesn't make sense. But some of them are just real annoying. There we go. Wow. I'm gonna leave this here. The buildings look nice, but
More speed.
climbing, bruh. Stuff like this, too, I don't understand. Like, what prevents her from just, like, what's stopping her here from climbing up? And what's stopping her here from... See? She's like... Eula. What's stopping you? What's... I can't get my camera out. My camera won't zoom out. You hear that? That's my mouse wheel. Okay, well... I think I've proved my point. Please. Please. It's more annoying when there aren't sides that you can climb up. That's what's more annoying, and that's what's particularly annoying about Fontaine.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Is there are lots of places where you can't climb up because of the mantling, and then you also can't climb up because there's no break in the overhang that would just let you climb up like normal. Excuse me. Yula looks very bizarre like this.
You want to
I
learn
think
some
she just
Savannah's
really,
blade
it's
work?
really evident on her how weird the body proportions are in Genshin.
Oh yes, I'll teach you all right.
Like, how
Mark my
enormous her head is and how long her legs are compared to, like, her upper body. It's not nearly as evident, to me at least, than other characters. It stands out particularly with Eula, and that just might be the way her outfit's designed. Her little thigh gap things make a clear, and her choker and her collar make like a clear
Knights and
divide
aristocrats share
between
same
the
cultural
three sections of
heritage,
her body.
but the knights had enough sense to do away
It also
with
makes
the
her look like she has a
superfluous
small neck.
detail.
What are you gonna do? This is something I don't think about a lot on Eula. Her headband. I really don't think about this a lot. I notice it sometimes in fan art of her, but it's something I don't really pay attention to. Where's Albedo? I gotta get Albedo out here quick. People were talking about this when Eula's first rerun came around. With Shadows Amid Snowstorms, people were talking about how their eyes complemented each other. Like how Albedo's eyes complemented Eula's color scheme and how Eula's eyes complemented Albedo's color scheme. He's another character I wouldn't mind having a rerun. I'd toss a couple pulls in Albedo just to see if I got him. I'd toss a couple pulls to see if I got him. And Dia, the only other... Well, actually, is she? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Where's Kuki? I can't. I can't. There we go. I do believe Dia is the only other character with thigh squish. I think she's the only other character. I wish they had different character models. I wish they had more variety. Which two characters are what? So, Dia, if I could get the camera... Okay, there we go. Dia, right here. And... Eula. Come on. Right here. I believe are the only two characters in the game that have their little thigh squish. They have like their thighs are muffin topping. I think those are the only two characters in the game that do that. I needed to make sure that Cookies didn't do that somehow too, because that seems like something they would do to Cookie. But I'm pretty sure it's just Dia and Eula. And speaking of Dia, I really wish we had more models. I would have loved for Dia to not have her stick arms that she has. You know? You know? Buff Dia would be pretty... You know what? Does Barbara count? Let's see. Ba ba ba. Oh yeah, I see. I see what you're talking
I
about.
wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
I guess. Make that 3 characters, I guess. I'll have to check Jean now too, although I'm pretty sure Jean doesn't. Xinyan Forgotten. Is Xinyan's also? Where is she? Xinyan. No, hers doesn't though. It's just a band around her thigh. See? There's a difference between the band around her thigh and... Where's Barbara? Barbara's, you can see there's like an indent.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
That's like saying that Observer Zarya, does it count? It's like Stell has the same thing in Honkai. No? I mean, she just has a thing, she just has like a belt around, or like a strap around her thigh. As far as I'm aware, it's not like squishing her. No, it's just around her leg. Right? Because you can see there's actually like a bump, like a wider part around. So you can see that the line goes and then it actually goes like out at the band and then goes back down. She's just like Shinyan. She just has a thing around her leg.
Be more
Wait, what? Wait, hold on.
Forget about the past. This is the life I chose. Be more sisterly when you're out in public. Ugh.
Okay. I got really confused because she said she said that line, and I was like, no way, that's Elizabeth Maxwell. It's like, no, I was like, what happened? That's not Rosaria. But no, it was her, like, I mean, like, it looks like you're not busy. Like in Hilda and Marianne C support. Okay, I got really confused for a second. I was like, that's not Elizabeth Maxwell. I gotta check Jean. Now that you mentioned Barbara, I have to check Jean too, because I know she had. But yeah, Jean just has a thing where it just goes around her thigh. Although, in true Jean fashion, it looks like it's painted onto her skin. I don't think anyone else does. That has been my analysis of characters' thighs in Genshin Impact. Everyone, like all the male characters, wear pants too, so can't really. Or you could be like Yai and just not wear pants, you know? Oh. No, Nilo's just goes around her leg as well. Lamine just has boots. 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 Oh, I mean, maybe Kuki. Maybe. Maybe. You could make an argument right at the top. It's not as evident. I don't even know what Yanfei is wearing. She's got this weird, like, sarong thing that looks like she's... Linny forgotten already. I've looked at Linny. He just has the same things that Rosaria does. See? He's just got shorts on with, like, garters. From an AI. Oh. Rip. No, look, he also just has the band around his thigh. There's a difference, Luigi. I'm not trying to find all the characters that got stuff wrapped around their legs. Oh, I mean for not wearing pants. Oh, yeah. That's because I don't have them. Child, on the other hand. See, even he's got one. It's a design choice. They just love giving... Diluc's got one. Diluc. They just love giving the characters these little bands. Zucros is wearing garters, right? She the only? No, that's not true. I don't think he's the only one. I don't have him either. It depends on what you're counting as pants, right? Like you could argue that Venti's not wearing pants. Cho's wearing shorts as well. Lindy's not wearing pants either. But like Yai's, I don't even know what Yai's wearing. I think she's just got the same bloomers that Ayaka has. Which is why I say she's not wearing pants. Here's the real question. Do you think Kazuha is wearing thigh highs? Or do you think he's wearing tights or leggings? Well, actually, they'd probably be like leggings, right? Because his feet are covered as well. That's the real question. This is the real question I pose to the Genshin community. Do you think Kazuha is wearing thigh highs or leggings? Also, I gotta check something. Reflections? I don't know what reflections do then. I have no clue what reflections do. If they don't make reflections in the water, and they don't affect these reflections in the character screen, I have no idea what they do. I don't think they do anything. I think that's a placebo setting. I have never seen a difference. Maybe I'm not looking in the right places. Maybe it's something you need with a different RTX graphics card. I don't know. As I was saying, do you think Kazuha wears leggings or thigh highs? I like to think he wears thigh highs. One, because it's funnier, and two, I think that would be more convenient for him to wear. I really do. I think it'd be much more convenient since he's wearing these shorts. I think it'd be much more convenient if he was wearing thigh highs. Because then he could just take off his shoes at the end of the day and just take off his socks. And then he could just relax. And especially with how he's done his outfit, I think having to fully undress would just be too much of a hassle if he wanted to walk around barefoot. You know? He's certainly no Ayaka dancing in a wet river with her socks on. That's a decision. That's a decision. No one made her wear tabby with her socks on. She chose that. Although there's probably some debate about whether or not they're really like socks, too. They look a bit sturdy to be socks.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Right here. He does. He shares the memory. And if he doesn't, he'd be happy to share a new memory of Osmanthus wine with you. Venti be the kind of person to be like, hey yo, Zhongli, remind me again, what was Osmanthus wine? You still got any lying around? Can you show me? Ooh, what was that? That was some weird texture stuff. I can't wait to get more of the Archon quest. I cannot wait to figure out what we're gonna do now that Child is in, like, Genshin Guantanamo. I cannot wait to find out what is gonna happen. I'm so invested in this Archon quest. And it's all because I like him as a character. I think he's a fun character. Not to mention, any time I get canonical Lumine and Child interactions is a good time. Meanwhile, Diona's been forgotten, left in the dust. I'd hardly use her anymore. I don't use her in freeze teams, I don't use her in Eula teams, I don't play co-op anymore, so I don't use her in co-op either. She's just been sitting there. We just hit an hour and a half. Poggers. Now I can be justified in ending the stream. When did we even finish the Abyss? It wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. I wanted to do Abyss as its own stream because I heard it was supposed to be hard. People said it was really hard. And it was really annoying, and I was like, oh no. I'm gonna have to reset a bunch of times. This Abyss, huh? I kept hearing people talk about how like floor 11 was like way harder than floor 12 this time around, and how like if you didn't have Kazuha and Venti or Sucrose, it was just kind of like a L like rip moment because all the enemies are spread apart. And then I did the Abyss, and it wasn't like that. Oh, you mean that way? Yeah. People were talking about how it was big yikes, and then I went into the stream expecting big yikes, and then I just curb stomped everything. Because people are doing a 3.7 Abyss. It was 3.7. What was 3.7? Was that the one where we had the Iniquitous Baptist, or was that the Consecrated Beasts one? Was that Double Beasts? Or was that Iniquitous Baptist? Not sure. Either 3.6, 3.7, or 3.8 is the one people hated the most. I know there was a boss rush abyss. Boss rush abyss? There was a boss rush abyss that people didn't like. The Wennet one was pretty bad too. Consecrated Beast was super annoying because you could just get bodied by RNG if you were using Bennett, which I was. Plus they were just so chonky. They also had jank hitboxes where they could, and weird stuns where they could like ragdoll you and or ragdoll you, and then you could get stuck on their hitboxes and your character would just be like floating in the air for like 15 seconds while the game was trying to get you to fall to the ground while they were attacking you, and you would just die, which was peak game design, just like with the Abyss Wolves, you know? I love it when the Rift Wolves decide they're gonna do their dashback attack and the hitbox occupies the entire like 12-foot space they're in, so I can't move towards them and I can't hit them. I love that. I also love that corrosion applies on hit and not on damage, meaning that the only source of invincibility frames in this, or the only source of like pure invulnerability in this game, iframes, doesn't exist, because even if you iframe an attack from a Rift Wolf, they still apply corrosion. Poggers. Meanwhile, Raiden's E doesn't do damage unless it does, and your attack does damage to the enemy, meaning it doesn't proc against shields. And Beto's Burst doesn't work with Raiden's Burst, because Beto's Burst only triggers off of normal attack damage hits. Unlike Xingqiu's, which is just normal attack hits. Or just attacks. You know? Love that. Love that. I thought Baptist was annoying because, to some extent, it was an element check. I thought Consecrated Beasts were more annoying because the enemies were actually annoying. Iniquitous Baptist wasn't hard. If anything, I think floor 1 of that Abyss was the hardest, with the one with the Lectors, but... E1 Fujuan for a measly 30% crit damage, or Jinglu? Jinglu. Luigi. It's obviously Jinglu. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Did you even finish the end of the Shinjo Lufu request when she was with definitely not Otto, and he was like, I'm a break free now? Can she beat Yanxing though? She definitely can. She definitely can. Yanxing lost to Blade, and then kind of lost to Dan Heng. Sort of, not really. But he lost to Blade. Do you think that he'll be able to defeat a Dami Mommy when he already couldn't defeat the Dami and Mommy that was in front of him alongside Blade? She beat Yanxing lore-wise, design-wise, gameplay-wise, and AoE-wise. See? He's getting power crept by a Dami Mommy. I'm not gonna pull for Fujuan. Wait, let me look at Jinglu light code. I'm gonna wait for Jinglu purely because well, theoretically I would end up getting Fujuan because I get like every other character because I just pull non-stop. But I want Jinglu, so I'm waiting. This does look pretty cool. This does look pretty cool. It's a pretty cool weapon. Oh, Luigi, I might actually end the stream soon just so I can go do this. I've been rewatching Don Machi, so I might just end the stream so I can go watch more Don Machi. I finished Alicization and War of Underworld, so I decided now Don Machi. Finish Don Machi, then Jujutsu Kaisen. I was debating whether or not I wanted to watch the sub or the dub of Don Machi since I watch it in the background while I play other games. So I kind of wanted to watch the dub so I wouldn't have to constantly look over at the screen. But I was also like, but the dub's so bad. Like, no offense. No offense. But isn't it a high dive dub? I'm just not the biggest fan of their dubbing work. I'm just not the biggest fan. I'm sure they do some good, actually, I think they do, I think they might have done, did they do the dub for Kase-san and Morning Glories? But, I don't know, I've just had not amazing experiences with dubs that were on high dive, so. Plus, if I listen to the sub, I get to hear Matsuoka. So that's always a win. Her light cone. Has it convinced you to wait and save? Stop and stare. Is that the song? Are those the words to that song? That's a Maroon 5 song. She's second half, right? Copium? Yeah, she's second half. She's like right after, isn't she like right after Fujon? Isn't she the next banner? Isn't she the banner that's gonna show up in like a month? You have time, Copium. Speaking of which, should I just play Star Rail? Let's just play Star Rail. You know what? I'm gonna play Star Rail. Thanks, Luigi. I was actually gonna... My plan for the stream was just to do the Abyss and then end the stream. And I was convinced that I was gonna you're not gonna let anybody convince you to extend the stream. You're not gonna let anybody trick you into making the stream longer. But guess what? Nobody tricked me. I made this conscious choice. Conscious? I made this choice consciously on my own. A fan art contest for Genshin Impact. Gee, I sure hope no one steals art and or uses AI generated images. That surely won't happen. Not at all. Copium. Let's get rid of Cosmo. I don't really care that much about people knowing my UID for Star Rail. I don't even know why I have that for Genshin. Bruh. I have to sign into Star Rail? What is this? It's making me sign into my Hoyoverse account? It didn't make me sign into Genshin. What is this? Me realizing with Fujon E1, like QQ will do 1k more damage. I saw. You updated her build. She's got like no crit damage anymore, but she's got some great crit rate. You used to have her at like 50, like 170, and now she's like 80, 100. I saw. Star Rail. Did I just pull up some music? Did I just pull up some music? I got like 800 crit damage in simulated universe. It was like bruh. I'm gonna play some music. Poggers, throwback song. What a throwback. Only real OGs will know this song. Oh, but links. Oh, that's pretty convincing, actually. A tenfold just to see if I get links. I'm very interested to see what's gonna come up next. Oh, dang. What a lineup.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Let's go. Too late to repent.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
Let's make it quick. Fighting is meaningless. Just a scratch.
Let's go. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Too late to repent. The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a
I want to finish it with Dan Heng because I like him the most out of all the starter characters. I like his playstyle. Even though mine does like no damage, I really like his playstyle. This is actually going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to Hook's trial as well.
Time to get vigilant.
I need to test my QQ nuke again. You're gonna go fight the weekly boss, the dragon. Liz, no, no, Hook.
Huh? Who will it be?
Joke's on you.
Everything is with stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
I wonder if Simulated Universe is better though. I mean, Simulated Universe would do better for damage.
No.
Like, do you want a more accurate, like... Well, I guess fighting dragon in the down state, you're probably not getting totally accurate damage, because that's the whole point of a nuke, but... Increases max HP, continuous healing, restores HP for all allies. Okay. It's like, for Quantum... Oh! She does not have an attacking... Quantum damage, increase their max HP, dispel, 1 debuff from all allies, continuous healing. You don't know the damage achievement.
We're in trouble now.
much better. Just a scratch. Rules are made to be broken.
He reminds me of Yuru Camp. She looks like Yuru Camp, the character. That's really funny.
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
Ooh, this looks cool. Quantum damage, matrix of prescience, distributed increases crit. Simulated universe total damage doesn't count since it's AoE. Oh, rip. Also increases crit rate. Deals quantum damage to all enemies. It increases Fujuan's talent trigger count. Still in battle, damage taken by all team members is reduced. HP is low, automatically restores her own HP. 2 trigger counts at any given time. Activates a barrier. Allies do not enter enemies. Ooh, okay.
Our fortune is clouded.
Heart began to ache again. Why is that so? Let's just work on these ones.
No matter.
Hello, Meichi.
Welcome
My
back.
single target is 105. The rotation one is 1.68. Ooh, that's big. Imagine hitting those numbers with Xiangling. That'd be wild.
A thousand wonders.
And let's see this.
All things in this world.
The 105 is in Pingsha? Oh no. Bam!
Rules are made to be broken.
Xianxing. Oh. Rip. I was waiting for Luoka's thing to activate, and then I realized that I don't have Luoka in this team. It was a rude awakening.
Converge and awaken.
Genshin isn't that bad, he's doing okay in his side of Memory of Chasm with Crumbs, Copium.
Yin and yang.
Don't worry, Luigi. That's all of my simulated universe, or my Memory of Chasm runs.
Rules are made to be broken.
Ooh, 28k, nice. Cool. Let's see what I have to do for my dailies. Ooh, simulated universe. How convenient. I was actually gonna do this, just because I still have my 3 boosted drops. And of course, we're gonna be Copium doing World 7 again, and hoping... We're gonna Copium try another Nihility run, even though it didn't work last time. We're gonna do it again, Copium.
Let's settle this.
We're just having fun.
Bruh.
Stand still.
Ooh, nice. Nice. I think Sampo is better. Or does he? Okay, they do the same thing. Okay. I guess it's his tech. Well, actually, no, his technique doesn't do any damage, does it? It just disorients them.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
Say bye to breathing.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Stand still.
More business, eh?
Yeah. There we go. I figured that was going to do enough damage. Oh! Paramore. What is this? This is idol worship, isn't it? Yeah, this is idol worship.
Does that hurt?
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Stand still.
We're just having fun.
You'll pay for this.
You know what? I might as well just use
What are you
their
waiting for? To
burst
bring
at
my
this point.
customers? I charge extra.
Good times. Time to say bye.
I don't know what I'm saving them for.
Let's settle this.
I have no more water. I'm gonna have to go get water soon.
Stand still.
More business, eh?
Lend me your strength.
Nice. Ooh, another Nihilde.
Does that hurt?
Let's settle this.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
There's always.
Eternal slither. Dead return!
Stand still.
We're just having fun.
Lend me your strength.
May as well kill them all.
Yeah, let's use your skill. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to just auto attack. I think using the skill was the correct choice. Ooh, energy, nice. Ooh, and increased damage. We're collecting all the 1-star blessings. Let's do this. Because that helps keep the path resonance active.
They don't look happy to see us.
Show your courage.
I don't think his technique does anything like damage-wise. I think it's just...
Enter the storm. To guard and defend.
I'm pretty sure it's just
What are you waiting for?
blinding
To bring my
them to keep
customers?
them off your trail.
I charge extra.
Wow, from one song to another, huh?
Don't get complacent.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
More business, eh?
This battle is. Lend me your strength.
Say bye to breathe.
Boom.
Thanks. You're
I'll
too
see
good
you
to me.
off.
Stand still.
Eternal slither. Dead return!
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
You chose
Nice.
the wrong
Just gonna keep passively chipping away at him. Nice, he's broken. It's not gonna be good for Sampo. It was in fact not good for Sampo. I knew that wasn't gonna be good.
enemy. Oh, you.
Stand still.
I'll see you off.
May as well kill them all.
Might as well use this. And then,
We're just having fun.
and then,
Good times. Time to say bye.
we might be able to take him out here,
Boom.
if we're lucky. No.
You'll pay for this.
Relax.
But we might, if we get lucky with the debuffs, if they do enough damage. Ooh, yeah, we were. Nice. Should I take Dissociation? I'm gonna try and get into Hildy. There we go. Elation, 3-star, increases path of resonance. It's still early on, so I'm gonna take this. I stand, bruh. Bruh. Ooh, ER. That could be good. Copium blade rope? Or the blade I don't have?
Show your courage.
Let's win.
Purchase a curio. Ooh. And with this, I'm actually gonna go get my water, so I will be right back. I'll leave the music on for fun, and we'll see what it autos into next. Oh, it's not added. Okay, well, rip me then. Hold on. Hold on. I just realized I'm mouthing the words, and one, you can't hear me, and two, you can't see me. Don't mind. So don't mind.
Are you gonna stay the night? 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 Doesn't mean we're bound for life. So, are you gonna stay the night? Are you gonna stay the night? Doesn't mean we're bound for life. So, are you gonna stay the night? I'm a fire, gasoline. Come pour yourself all over me. We'll let this place go down in flames only one more time. You cue the lights, so draw the blinds. Don't dull the sparkle in your eyes. I know that we were made to break, so what I don't mind. Are you gonna stay the night? 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 Doesn't mean we're bound for life. So, are you
Have I come back in time to still listen to Hayley Williams? I have. Wait, yeah? Yeah. This is a song with Zed, isn't it? Isn't it a Zed song? Yeah, featuring Hayley Williams, that's what I thought. This is my ultimate playlist. It's my huge playlist I have. It's got 591 songs in it. So it's just a real random assortment of like whatever I decided to put in the playlist at the time. So don't expect any sort of like consistent genre. Ooh, a negative curio. I'll take a negative curio. Restores HP. Well, their HP. Reduces damage. This is Parade by Yorishika. I always remember what the opening of Parade sounds like. I don't know why, but it's one of the ones, even though I don't listen to Parade that much, every time I hear the beginning I go, ah, Parade. Normal curio. Do I want reduced damage, restores HP, or fast forward? I think I want reduced damage. And then I can go fight these like trash mobs.
Repay. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra. Let's settle this.
This one honestly doesn't seem like much of a negative curio. You do more damage when below 50% HP, and then afterwards you take reduced damage. That sounds like it would synergize so well with Blade and Arlen. I don't see how this one's really a negative curio.
You chose the wrong.
Stand still.
There we go. Nice. Ooh, I'm lucky enough to have 3 enemies here. Perfect. And they're all easy enemies as well.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Mouthing lyrics to a song you don't know, or mouthing the lyrics to, or a song with lyrics you don't know? Sounds about right. Ooh, so close.
You chose the wrong.
Stand still.
Suspicion is my favorite thing about Nihility. It's so good. And then Devoid and Confusion, just start stacking them all. Ooh, when an enemy has suspicion, inflict extra suspicion. Sus. We already have the extended thing for Wind Shear and stuff, so I'll take the one for Confusion and Devoid. Let's check out this one.
Time to
That
say
one
bye.
Fragmentum's really gonna be hit hard.
We're just having fun.
I noticed that
Stand still.
the characters, particularly it's most noticeable with Sampo, he actually says different things. Well, he doesn't say different things, but he speaks differently depending on either how many enemies there are or what you have the battle speed set to, which I thought was really interesting.
May as well kill
There are
one.
some times where he goes, "We're just having fun," and he says it like ha ha ha, and then sometimes there are times where he says, "We're just having fun." It's really interesting. Sometimes he says it like ha ha ha, and sometimes he's like, "We're having fun," cracks knuckles. No, you can't attack me yet.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
Aha! 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 This is why I like Nihility. Any other destructibles around? No? Okay.
Show your courage.
I don't know why I did that. I don't think it does anything. I mean, I can check. I don't think his thing does anything, though.
Don't.
Oh, 100% fixed chance to delay all enemies. Oh. Okay. I was wondering about that.
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
Probably should have used Baronio's ult first.
We've entered the
Oh well.
storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Deep Sea Lily?
What are you waiting for? To betray my
What a
customers?
Poggers song.
I charge extra.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
More business, eh?
Lend me your strength.
May as well kill him.
Repay. You chose the wrong enemy.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
There's always
Stand still.
Aha. Please no. Oh, she actually survived. I was gonna say that's what killed us last time.
Receive divinity.
Thanks. You're too good to me.
Yeah, look at those suspicion stacks.
troublesome. You'll pay for
Abundance, preservation. I don't think I should take this one because I don't have anything that triggers Dewdrop. Ooh, Nihility. Nice. Ooh, cool. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to benefit from that too much. Attack Orb, huh? Effect res and crit damage. I mean, it's kind of... As a keel piece, the crit damage is kind of dead, but... I mean, it's not entirely dead. You could put it on Bronya. I would just rather have, like, HP as the main stat, though. Oh wait, no, are we still far enough away? Oh, cool. Let's choose this. I thought we were about to fight the deer. Cool. I hope the next I get to fight a couple more enemies. Oh. I know what I'm gonna discard. Oh, it's gonna choose for me? Okay, well... I'm not getting rid of the Eidolons or my wax, so... I was really trying to see if I could get rid of the one I just got. That would have been cool.
You chose the wrong end. Eternal sleep. The dead returns! What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Good times.
I can't wait for this to somehow get copyrighted. I can't wait for one of these to somehow get copyrighted on YouTube. That's what's actually gonna happen.
this battle.
Suspicion.
Lend me your strength.
May as well kill him all.
And toss on Path Resonance again, just for good measure. Oh. Oh wait, no, I was gonna say, wait a second.
I'll see you off.
Well. Ooh, so close. Luoka's so close to having,
More business, eh?
so close to having his alt up to deal with our lovely little
I charge extra.
There's always a weakness.
Mara Struck.
Stand still.
Summertime. The cover by Momoka Saki.
Troublesome.
Eternal sleep. The dead returns!
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
You'll pay for
You chose the wrong.
May as well.
We're just.
There we go. I don't think I have any destruction blessings. No. I'll take this. Bura. We didn't get any more. That's kind of sad. I was hoping we could get some more Hildy blessings. That's a little unfortunate. Not removing suspicion stacks will be great. More suspicion stacks, nice. And then more DOT. Now let's see. Stacks are doubled 2 turns and dispels 1 debuff. Weakness broken enemy. Increased damage. Effect res. So it extends the duration. Let's do increased damage for each blessing. And extend damage. Or extend turn duration. And this. I considered taking the effect res, but
Let's wait.
I don't think it'll be as useful as just more damage. I haven't really noticed problems with debuffs not
What are you
hitting.
waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Don't get complacent.
This is just for Kafka. Just to get the extra shock stack.
Boom.
And just more debuffs on them.
This battle is unavoidable.
It's a lot of wind shear. It all went into wind shear. But look at those suspicion stacks rack. Yeah, look at those suspicion stacks rack up.
Bloom, I owe you one. I'll see you.
Stand still.
More business, eh?
Relax.
You'll pay for this.
And yep, there we go. Cool. Wait for him to summon the friends. The bam, bam,
To betray my customers,
bam.
I charge extra.
Oh, this is the glow
Sleep is not the
by
end.
Sylvan Esso, right? Let me check. It is. I was like, what song is this?
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Good times. Never
And I remember
last.
the
Time
glow.
to say bye. Boom.
Ooh, look at those suspicion stacks. Look at those devoid stacks. This is nice to look at. There's nothing better than seeing all those DOTs pop. Yeah, look at that.
Receive divinity. Repay. Eternal sleep. The dead return.
This battle is unavoidable.
Good
Let's
times.
just have
Time to
Kafka
say
go right
bye.
now.
Boom.
Lend me your strength.
And let's have Kafka go again. Oh no, not the Everlife. Bruh.
Stand still.
We're just having fun.
There we go. It's gonna do the thing. Do this.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
May as well kill them all.
Do this. Might as well.
To guard and defend. Crush them.
Bam,
You chose the wrong.
bam, and
Good times never last. Time to say bye.
Lucas thing ran out too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
That's what I'm talking about. All those debuffs. All the debuffs. Void, confusion, suspicion. Yeah, look at his health immediately drop.
I owe you one. Repay.
This is what I came for.
You'll pay for this. we've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Say bye to breathing.
Yeah. Yeah, debuffs galore.
To betray my customers.
Devoid, suspicion, confusion.
Good times. Time to say bye.
Those 5 wind shear stacks are gonna come in clutch here.
Stand still.
Yeah. There we go. Ooh, AJR.
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, actually, speed. Defense percent's kind of meh, but... Ooh, imaginary with effect res. Copium DPS Luoka. Bruh. It could end up being useful on somebody. Maybe. That's gonna be just shy of our week cap. I think we're gonna end up at like 13,000. Yeah. We're just under our cap. We only need 900 points, so let's run. Here we go. What is this? Oh, these guys. Well, let's just run this team then. Where is she? Hello? Oh. Hunt time. Actually, I probably should have gone for something I needed blessings for. Excuse me. Like, elation or destruction or something. Because realistically, I don't need any blessings at all. I mean, they're level 35. I can probably just mash Q against everything that's not a boss. Let's do occurrence. It'll probably be faster. Leave. Occurrence. Give up. Delete.
Enemies ahead. Up first.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a slaughter.
We're in trouble now. What a headache. I'll end your misery.
Ooh, a hunt blessing. I'm not even gonna bother talking to her though. Ignore these.
Welcome, customers. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Break even by the script. Encounter. Encounter. I'd watch a Nikkei anime. I think that could be pretty cool. They kind of have animated cutscenes for some of the stuff. Ooh. Six blessings. Let's use light hunting celestial arrow. Arrow? Arrow.
Enemies ahead.
Stormbringer.
We're in trouble now. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
There we go. Ooh. They're giving me all the nice things. Let's go for another transaction. Ooh. I like how we have these here too. And I'm taking the 1-star blessing because it's a hunt blessing. Automaton.
You're in trouble now. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Oh, oh, it didn't actually kill it. I thought it did. I was gonna say her resurgence didn't go. Oh, do I have to... Oh, I see. That's kind of annoying that resurgence doesn't trigger for that.
To guard and defend. Crush them. 1,000 wonders. Fight as one. Who's next?
There we go. Nice and simple. Ooh, okay, cool. We get what, 2 a week? So 2 more weeks, I'll be able to get something. I've been buying the standard passes because, Golden Calyx. What's Golden Calyx? Oh, it's these. Sure. I'll do a Golden Calyx. I just realized I didn't change the category either. I've been playing Genshin for the past who knows. Definitely playing Genshin. I didn't change the title either. Oops. We'll just remove part of the title. There we go. It's still relevant. I wonder what song we're gonna get next.
Don't mess with me. I'll free you. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Bremen.
What a headache. I'll end your misery. Who's next? Welcome, customers. Yeah.
I'll see you.
So you are afraid of me. Let's be friends. I'll free you. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. 1,000 wonders. Fight as one. I'll end your misery. Who's next? I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next? I'll free you from your... Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. I'll end your misery. Welcome, customers.
Listening to music while doing calyxes is really relaxing. It's very relaxing. Very therapeutic. Now, the real question is whether or not I want to continue to try and grind traces for people, or if I want to farm artifacts and get artifact experience to level up Baronya's stuff. That's what we're faced with right now. There were a couple people I wanted to get traces on, and I don't remember. Was it Bailu? One of them was Japard. I wanted to upgrade his stuff, but we need to send him now. There's somebody else I wanted to upgrade. just don't remember who it was. Was it Ting Yun? I think it was Ting Yun. Leveling up her stuff. Yeah, because I also get these for Bronya. Where's level 75? Okay, yeah, we'll do this for Bronya and Ting Yun. Because they use the same materials. Ooh, if that's the case. Let's run this team then. If they're weak to wind and electro, I say.
Stand still. Say bye to
Not what I meant to do, and not what I meant to do.
Or rock with it.
Excuse me.
We're just having. What are you waiting for?
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
You chose the wrong.
May as well kill him.
We're just having fun.
Stand still.
I don't know why, but the laughing in Bremen always reminds me of like the jackal laugh, or like the hyena laugh in Lion King. That's what I always think of.
You can fight it. Or rock with it.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
We're just having fun.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Relax.
Time for the main event. Keep up.
Cutting the net. Stand still.
Inspire? Oh, that one. Okay. That wasn't the one I thought that was gonna get inspired, but that works.
I'll see you off.
Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up.
Cutting the net. Good
Let's
times.
use her
Time to
burst.
say bye.
See where we end up afterwards.
We're
Now what
just
song
having
will we
fun.
get?
Relax.
Ready to lose your? You can fight it. Or rock with it.
Oh, a song off Elma. Huh.
Time for the main event. Keep up.
First time we've got one of these songs.
Stand still.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
You chose the wrong enemy.
One of the rare instrumentals.
Cutting the net.
Ready to lose your? You can fight it. Or rock with it.
We're just having fun.
Relax.
Receive divinity.
Ready to jam.
I'll see you off.
This song's for you. Keep up.
This is
You
probably...
chose the wrong enemy.
I remember...
Ready to lose
Is
your?
this near the end of Elma? This sounds like one of the songs near the end of Elma.
May as well kill them all. Good times. Time to say bye.
Yeah, this sounds like right around the end of Elma, when she like stops being depressed and she like has her flash of inspiration, and like goes around like writing down all the songs.
Relax.
Time for them.
It could be earlier than that, but that's kind of what it sounded like to me,
Or rock with it.
because it's one of the like the narrative songs, as opposed to one of the songs that was actually like one of the written songs in the letter.
Let's settle this.
Oh, a Minami song. I don't recognize this one, but it's in my playlist, so.
Stand still.
Turn it up.
I'll see you off.
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up.
Not a song I recognize, but it's in my playlist, so I must have added it for a reason.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I have no memory of hearing the song before. That's crazy. I'd like to think I didn't just randomly add this song to my playlist, but maybe I did.
Cutting the net.
We're just having fun.
Stand still.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Keep up. You can fight it or rock with it.
Cutting the net.
We're just having fun.
Let's go through this one.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Songs for you. Turn it up.
May as well kill them all. Stand still.
Keep up. You can fight it or rock with it.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Cutting the net.
You chose the.
Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up.
Say bye to breathing.
We're just having fun.
Stand still.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
It's 40 for a relic run. Let's just run this one more time.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Keep up.
Cutting the net.
You can fight it or rock with it.
I'll see you off.
Stand still.
Songs for you.
May as well kill them all.
Time for them. Let's rock.
Say
Ready
bye
to
to
lose
breathing.
your... You can fight it or rock with it.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up.
Eternal sleep.
Dead return!
Cutting the net.
More business, eh?
There we go.
Time to say
I'm purposely auto-attacking on Sampo so I can get Kafka's burst up. Even though I could probably wind shear people. Why are they so far apart? Normally, okay, there they go. I was gonna say normally they'd get in real close. I wonder what. Oh, the pitiful children.
Fight it or rock with it.
Stand still.
Time for the main event. Turn it up.
May as well kill them all.
Whoa. All your peers are just so incomplete. I can't see it, but they're all in vain. Their operating system's obsolete. Feel the chain and get inside those brains. Let's save the pitiful children. Whoa.
To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Ready
Whoa.
to lose your... You can fight it or rock with it.
Good times. Time
I'll
to say
help them,
bye.
and soon they'll... Oh, help... Okay. That's second verse.
Cutting the net.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up.
Cutting the net.
You can fight it or rock with it.
We're just having fun.
Stand still. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Nice. Ooh, cool. If you're feeling time of tear, just switch that knob and switch that gear. Whoa. Oh, they're going yeah this time. Yeah, 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 yeah. We just haven't a clue just what to do. Help them and how this will be you. Time for the patented musical guitar riff.
Stand still.
Song's for you. Turn it up.
Cutting the net.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Pretty good crowd.
That's what we do. If that's what we do, then everything about us is going to be simple. We love everything about Squips. About us is going to feel so alive. We could never live without. Oh, what? I didn't even get any credit for my trotter? Okay. We inch closer to the end of the battle pass. We could get to 45 right now. There we go. Now I wonder what the next song will be. We've gone through so many different types of songs. Lemon! Kenshi Yonezu. Why can't I zoom the camera? Is it because I'm in the combat area? Is that why? I was wondering. Anyway, was that enough to get Bronya's? No, it was not. It was enough to upgrade some of these though. Using her basic attack. Next action will be advanced forward. Next level 57? 57. And of course I'm Tingyan. 40, 21. Increased damage. Oh no, her thing is maxed out here. Okay, never mind. There really isn't too much for her to level up right now. Boots and energy rope, I guess. She needs 3 more to get that 10% damage. Okay. Well, I might consider grinding some traces for Bailu if I'm gonna do Simulated Universe. Although, if I run Kafka, Luoka, and then double shield, I still think it's probably a better idea to run double double healer. I don't think Trailblazer's shield overwrites Gepard's, right? I think it's just whatever's the highest. I could bring Trailblazer. It proved to work out pretty well for difficulty 3. Probably won't in difficulty 5. But it proved pretty good, and I feel like Gepard plus Trailblazer could be a pretty nice duo because you have Gepard's shields and then Trailblazer reducing damage. But just running double healer is probably still better. Oh, now I can zoom in. I didn't know why I couldn't earlier. But that'll be a different stream, not today. Just out of curiosity, what is the next song? What would have been the next song? Oh, it would have been Nande Manaya. Interesting. Now, just out of curiosity, what if I went to the bangers playlist? What would you have gotten there?
Typical Tuesday night, I'm listening to the kind of music she doesn't like. She'll never know your story like I do. But she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She the captain and I'm on the bleachers. Dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. If you can see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you see you belong with me?
It'll never not be funny. Mouthing along to songs will never not be funny.
In the street with you in your worn out jeans. Again, I'm thinking this is how it ought to be. Laughing on a park bench, thinking to myself, hey, isn't this easy? You got a smile that
The real point I was gonna make during this spec down. Going all in Fujon if I failed, you knew. The funnier part is I'm looking at the queue, and literally, part of the queue is idle, and then as it was, and then idle again. I'm looking at the upcoming songs, and it's idle, as it was, idle. That would have been funny. If it was all 4 versions of idle I have in this playlist. That's pretty funny. And it looks like it's just repeating over and over again. Because I scroll down below, and I see the exact same sequence of idle, as it was, idle. Ooh, I have a song from, was it Midnight? I think it's Midnight. Yeah. And I'm gonna stop that there because I'm worried that I'm gonna get copyrighted. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I finished like Genshin stuff in terms of streams this week. I probably won't stream it all this week. I'm thinking. Through a combination of things. I probably won't stream it all this week. I'm just thinking. But I only have a couple things to get through as far as on-stream plans. I could probably get these off-screen But I do want to try... That's not the right button. I do want to try and get this on stream. I'll probably do the rest of Swarm stuff off screen, like grinding stuff. And then maybe I'll do difficulties 4 and 5 on stream. But I'll probably just keep running through difficulty, like, 3 to try and get this stuff. There's the event in Genshin, the, like, photography event, but I might just do that on my own. It'll depend. I might wait until it's, like, done, like, all the parts are out, if there are parts. I assume there are parts, like, new areas that unlock each day. So I might do that, but... I think, if this thing is even... Ooh, it's still got battery. Cool. Ring Code and 3 Houses are still things we have to finish. So... Depending on what the Genshin event is like, and depending on... It's a really easy event. It's already all out. Okay. Well, I probably will do it off screen then. Do one more Star Rail stream, like next week. Keep pressing the wrong button. Do use to F4 for the Battle Pass. Just to see if I can get this, and then... We're on to the Mystery Labyrinth. For the Locked Room Mysteries in Master Detective Archives. And we've got to go look for Flame this month in the monastery, and I've got to go recruit Manuela, Shamir, and Catherine, and possibly Hanneman as well. We're a little heavy on the magic users, so I might not recruit Hanneman. He has a paralog with Manuela. I don't think he's involved in anything else, though. Oh, the other thing I probably want to do at some point... I have to recruit Caspar by a certain point and actually level him up, which is going to be the hard part. So, Chapter 6, I think, is the ideal time to start recruiting out of house, because of how growths work. For everybody except Shamir and Catherine, you want to get them as soon as possible, which I missed. But... this should be the ideal time to start recruiting people out of house because of how the game auto-levels characters. So, I'm going to try and get Caspar and try to use him. If need be, we might swap him out for Sylvain, at least temporarily. The reason why getting Caspar and actually leveling him is important is because he has a paralog with Mercedes in the second half, where we can get Mercedes' relic, the Raphael gem, which gives her Pavis and Aegis, conditional Pavis and Aegis, with a random % chance. I don't think it heals her, but it reduces all, or removes all effective, like, attacks, which doesn't really matter for her, since as a healer, I'll probably keep her on Bishop, and Bishop is of an infantry class. And as far as I'm aware, there are no infantry effective weapons in 3 Houses. There were in Fates, I believe. I believe some of the Hoshido characters had infantry effective daggers, but I don't think there's any infantry effective weaponry in 3 Houses. We just have armor effective, cav effective, and flyer effective. So that part of Raphael won't do her too much good. We could give it to Ingrid or Constance, since they both have crests. They won't be able to take advantage of the Pavis and Aegis effect, because you need the Crest of Lamine for that, and I have no way of getting anybody else to have the Crest of Lamine, except for Mercedes, because we're not on New Game Plus. So, I could always give it to them. They won't get the recoil from it, because they have crests, but they will get the anti-flyer effectiveness if I choose to make either one of them flyers. I could also just give it to literally any flyer character, but I might give it to Mercedes because the Pavis and Aegis might come in handy in case she gets attacked as a healer. I know it saved me before with Thyrsis on Lysithia. It's definitely saved me before where she's been hit by an attack, and Pavis has come in clutch, or Aegis, I think it was a archer actually. Aegis has come in clutch to save her. But no, for that paralog, unlike other paralogs, Caspar actually has to fight in that one, so you actually have to have him leveled, which is kind of annoying. Some of the paralogs you can get away with only having one of the characters leveled up, and you can kind of let the other one just kind of tag along. For example, I think with Leone and Linhardt's Paralog, you probably don't need to level up either one of them. Although, if you're playing Black Eagles, you probably already have Linhardt leveled up anyway. And it's useful to have him leveled up because he learns Warp. But Leone can just be chilling and not do anything. Same thing with Dorothea and Ingrid's. Ideally, you could have, like, Ingrid not do anything, and just have her fly, stay out of range. I'm not gonna do, well, I'm not doing Sylvain's Paralog, because I already have his Relic. I don't get anything out of that. I'm debating whether or not I want to do Felix's Paralog, because it's really annoying. I know what it is. If I want to keep the do, I think I have to do his Paralog as well, because if you don't do his Paralog, I think he dies in the second half of the game. But I'm not excited about that one either. The Dew and Felix's Paralogs are nightmares. I mean, I hate them on hard mode. I can't imagine what they're like on maddening. Basically, you have to defeat enemies because they're technically on your side, but you're attacking them to subdue them. So they're technically kind of as enemy units, and your green allied units are actually your enemies, but you can't attack them because they're allied units. So you basically have to go around and defeat all of the enemies before your allied computer allies defeat them. The problem is, for both of them, you start miles away from them, while they start right next to each other. And the enemy characters that they're actually on your side that you're trying to subdue love to just run up to your allied characters who have like twice their stats and just like get absolutely annihilated. Hopefully, with their maddening boosted stats, they'll be able to hold their own. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Felix's, I think, is actually different. I think his is an actual, like, normal escort mission where you have to save the townsfolk. That's going to be super annoying as well. And it's making me question if his relic is even worth it. It's a huge shield that's super heavy and bogs him down. But it does provide Aegis and Pavis. It depends. You know, if Felix has insane strength and he's got really good speed, I might go for his relic. I think it's got 5 weight. It's a very heavy shield. So to balance that out, he'd need 20 strength to reduce the weight requirement to 0. I don't know. As for the other relics, Ingrid's we can get pretty soon, but it requires having Dorothea. We can always recruit her temporarily, or ask her for mission assistance, and do that. I don't know if Lewin's going to be worth it though if I'm not using Ingrid. That's the only problem. They also have tons of poison weapons on that map too, if I remember, even on like normal mode. So that'll be really annoying. No one else has relics. Ashe doesn't have a relic. The Dew doesn't have a relic. Ashe doesn't even have a paralog, I don't think. Yuri and Constance's. Luckily, Yuri and Constance's are all tied up in just one. Yuri and Constance are in the same paralog for Yuri's relic. So that'll be nice and convenient. Yuri's relic is actually really useful, so I'll be getting that as soon as I can. Feathers of Drami gives him Pavis and Aegis and +1 movement speed or movement tile, and it also gives him Canto. I think it's the only item in the game that has Canto unless you're a flyer. It's the only way to get Canto unless you're a flyer or a mounted character. But he gets it as an infantry character, and it also gives him +1 spaces to move and gives him Pavis and Aegis, which is great. It's so overpowered. It's such a good relic. The Pavis and Aegis only applies to people with the crest of Aubin, but the movement tile, movement speed, movement tile, and the Canto applies to everybody, I believe. So it's useful even on somebody that's not him. But enough about that. Thank you all for watching. Sort of out of the blue stream. There it is. She's humming. I don't know if you can hear it. She's going along with the music. But we did some stuff. Some things happened. And, yeah. I was told the Abyss would be challenging or annoying. It wasn't really annoying. The only annoying part was when I accidentally left the abyss and then ended my run for no reason. That was the only hard part about it. But aside from that, I think that's it. Just to reiterate one more time, no streams for the rest of the week unless something dramatic changes. I don't think I'm going to stream at all the rest of this week. I say like over halfway through the week. So no stream Thursday, which is technically today. No stream on Friday, no stream on Saturday or Sunday. And then we'll see about next week. But by next week, especially by Thursday next week, I should be all set for streaming. It'll probably be... Press the wrong button. I'm also not selected into Star Rail, so even if I did press the right button, it wouldn't show up. One more Swarm stream to try and get that last thing. Although I might just try to do that off stream, because it's just going to be me running difficulty 3 over and over again, and I don't think that's going to be exciting. It's going to be the exact same team I used when I beat it on stream the last time, so I don't think that's going to be worth watching. So the next stream will probably be Mystery Labyrinth in Master Detective Archives, because I want to finish that before I start forgetting the details. I know they're going to recap them, but I want to finish that before I forget, because we're starting on a new chapter in 3 Houses, so I don't need to remember anything from the previous chapter. Neon finally beating his full addiction for Jinglu. Because I don't... Well, the difference, Luigi, is I didn't really care about any of the characters before. I do kind of want to do a funny tenfold, see if I can get links, but I don't... Jinglu's like the only character that I've seen so far that I'm like, man, Eula be like. Exactly. Exactly. 2 different games, Luigi. Besides, I already have Eula at C6, I can't pull for her anymore. I mean, I could still pull on her banner, but I wouldn't be getting anything out of it. I would just be getting 25 star glitter. If Eula's banner rolls around again, I'm either gonna be... No, I mean your pull addiction beat your save, Eula. Oh. It did. It did. That was just because I don't know. I kind of wanted the characters, but what ended up happening is with Yai, I won that 50-50 on Child, and then I won the 50-50 again on Yai, and then I also won the 50-50 on Yai's weapon, so it kind of seemed like maybe it was meant to be, and then I built Yai, and I never used her ever again. I use her sometimes, just for fun. Sometimes when I want to run, like, super quicken, I bust her out. Her, Sora, Nahida, and Raiden. Quickens everywhere. But no, it's just because... I don't know. I just don't really care about characters that much in Star Rail. But I do care about Jinglu enough just to be like... Well, I think that's actually the difference. I don't really care about Star Rail, so I'm more willing to save for Jinglu, even if she's bad, and even if Fujuan ends up being cracked. I just don't care that much. I mean, I only ever clear up to, like, Memory of Chasm 4 anyway. Shouldn't it be the other way? I don't care about it, so I should pull for the meta characters? Is that what you mean? I don't know. It's just, I don't really... No, I mean, since you don't care, just pull whenever you have pull. See, that's what I normally do, and that's why I normally do, like, the constant pulls instead saving because you don't care. No, normally I don't care. And so this time I kind of care, but normally, if a character is good, and this is my mentality for Genshin too, is if a character is good, I'll pull for them even if I don't necessarily want them. But if they do something like I need, or they do something that is going to be like useful for my account in terms of clearing Abyss or whatever, I will pull for them even if I don't actually want them. Case in point, Kokomi. I didn't really want Kokomi at all, and I still don't really care about Kokomi. She ends up having some pretty cracked artifacts, which is pretty cool. But I only pulled Kokomi because I wasn't able to 36-star Abyss that one time when we had the Pyro Lectors, because my Sucrose Taser team couldn't do enough damage, or it couldn't apply Hydro fast enough, like it couldn't shield break fast enough, and the Barbara version couldn't do enough damage. So I was like, well, I'm gonna need somebody who can do both, and that was Kokomi, but I didn't have her. So when her rerun came around, I was like, alright, I'm gonna pull for Kokomi. I'm very methodical. Or at least I have been up until recently. Now I really don't care about any of the Fontaine characters, and I just want to save for Farina and Chlorine. But normally, I pull for characters based on how good they are, or how useful they will be for me, not necessarily if I like them or not. Which is like the complete opposite of what Dawn and I were talking about earlier, about just people playing whatever characters they like. And then, Genshin, I'm just like, nah fam, nah fam. I'm pulling characters, and I'm using characters that make it so I can finish stuff in the shortest possible amount of time. It's the reason why I use Rational for like everything. I don't particularly like any of the characters in Rational, but it does damage. It absolutely annihilates things. So there's that. I'm not particularly a big fan of any of the characters, like Yelan, Xingqiu, Raiden, Zhongling, Bennett, but it does damage, so I use them. And I kind of like them because I've been Stockholmed into liking them. I kind of like Yelan though. She's competent outside of battle, especially for exploration. She can do decent damage on her own with her burst and auto attacks, and then her skill allows for easy traversal, so that is nice. But the only characters I really like, I would say, and I've talked, this comes up every time when people ask about mains, that I really like in Genshin are Eula and Yanfei. They're the two that I really like, and I really enjoy using. I really enjoy using Eula, and I really enjoy using Yanfei. And everybody else is there. Like, some teams are satisfying to use, like, using the Nilo team is very satisfying if you have enemies that it works well against. The same way that using Rational is fun and exciting because you see all the numbers. But Yanfei is just so much fun to play as. It's just so fun. It just feels really fun to be like, normal, charge attack. I don't know. Something about it. I guess I like Kaching too. But I like Kaching's playstyle. And the part of what I like about Kaching is Kaylee Mills. So there's that, you know? Eula and Yanfei are definitely more like gameplay reasons as to why I like them, and like character reasons why I like them. Kaching is, a large part of it is I just like Kaylee Mills. I think she's a good voice actress. And so, since she voices Kaching, I like using Kaching. Simple as that, you know? It's not that complicated. It's really not. She also voices Rappy in Nikke, which is Poggers. I don't think she... Oh, she also voices Alice in Nikke. Although Alice and Rappy sound dramatically different. Alice is also such a Poggers character in Nikke. In terms of, like, her performance. It's so fun. Spammin'. The good ol' Yanqing failing me in Memory of Chasm auto. Okay. Enough about this. I'm ending the stream. I'm gonna move over here, which is thanks for watching. I'm gonna keep talking, but I'm not gonna have the game open anymore. I'm not having the game open anymore. No, it's because I don't care that I save for who I want in Star Rail. It's more of the I don't care about performance in Star Rail. What if I said the Fujuan voice actor is Nino? Is it? But here's the question, Luigi. Is it Japanese or if it's English? Because if you're telling me that Fujuan is voiced by Jill Harris, then Jill Harris is another good one. No, that's what I thought. I'm at capping, let me check. She actually voices anyone you like. It's Sarah Weidenheft. She voices some people in Black Clover and Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna pull up BTVA. She is Miku, I was close. That's really funny. I'm gonna pull up behind the voice actors. Okay, so let's look up characters. Fujuan. Miku Ito. Who does she voice? Oh, that's funny. She voices Miku. What do you know? In Japanese, though. That's what I figured. Let's find Sarah. Did I spell your name right? I did. What do you voice? Oh, she's Charmy in Black Clover. Oh, she's Blanc in Nikke. I didn't know that. She's Power in Chainsaw Man. She's Suika in Dr. Stone. What else? She was in Tribe. Oh, I never finished watching Tribe 9. She was Shizuku in Sono Bisque, but I never watched Sono Bisque. She was Kozakura in Other Side Picnic. I don't think I watched the dub for that. She was in Tomozaki-kun, but I didn't watch the dub of that. She was in Adachi and Shimomura. I don't know if I watched the dub for that. Anything else? She was in Gleipnir. I didn't like Gleipnir. Gleipnir was just weird. Power in English dub, I did see. I didn't watch the dub for Chainsaw Man. Maybe I should. I never got that far. Oh, she was Hina in Plunderer. I did watch Plunderer in the dub. It was an experience. Plunderer was not good. I didn't like Plunderer that much. I liked it more than Gleipnir, though. I just didn't like Gleipnir. She's a Kemi? A Kemi. And How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Left? That's a Poggers anime. That's so funny. It's such a good one. What else was she in? She was in Conception. Huh. Alice and Slime Tensei. Oh, she's Shara in How Not to Summon the Demon Lord? Oh, I never would have made that connection. She was in Pop Team Epic? That's great. But everybody was in Pop Team Epic. Oh, she was in Surai Dure Children? That's a good one. Made me die on the inside from the cringe. Grimgar? Oh, she was in Grimgar? Oh. Bikini Warriors, Mage, TV show. Do I even want to know what this is? I don't even know if I want to know what this is. Okay. Oh, she was in Castletown Dandelion? That's cool. She was in Keijo? I never watched Keijo. I know about it secondhand. And you thought there's never a girl online? What a show. Scrolling. I think the song's about to loop, which means it's been like 3 minutes. Faye Yeager. Luigi used talk about voiceover. It's super effective. Neon is now stalled. She hasn't voiced anything that I'm particularly excited about. She was an additional voice in Recovery of an MMO Junkie and Costless on him. You know what would get me to pull for a character? You know what would get me to pull for a character in either Genshin or Star Rail? If we get a character, well actually we already do have a character voiced by Bryn April. Her name is Chincha. But somebody, a character voiced by Bryn April, Morgan Berry, Kaylee Mills, like I already mentioned, or and then what were the last two? Xanthi Huen and what's her name? What's her name? She voices Regan in Fire Emblem Heroes. She also voices Alba Suzakaze in New Game. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Oh yeah, I forgot. Bryn April was also Yotsuba in Quintessential Quints. Alba Suzakaze and Regan. What's her name? New Game. What's her name? Megan Shipman. Yeah. And then of course Jill Harris. She's all New Game is such a stacked dubcast for me. It's got Leia Clark, Tia Ballard, Jill Harris, Megan Shipman, and Michelle Rojas in it. It also has Bryn April and Caitlin Glass in it. And Jeannie Tirado, and Jad Saxton, and Elizabeth Maxwell. It's such a stacked dubcast. It's so good. And it has Ian Sinclair as Dandy Max. It is so good. It is so good. Jad Saxton's another good one. Wasn't she in Quintessential Quints? Was she not? I thought she was. She voices somebody else that I know. Aside from voicing Momo in New Game, she voices somebody else in something I watched. Because I instantly recognized her voice. I just don't remember what it was. She was Chika in Kaguya-sama. Nina VA and Genshin for one. Honestly, if we could get Jill Harris in the game, that'd be great. If we could get Jill Harris in the game. You want English or Japanese first? I want English first. I want Jill Harris in the game. She voices Noelle in Black Clover too, which is another great reason why I love her. Because I watched the dub for Black Clover. Who else was... What else was Jad Saxton in? Oh, she was Sally in Beaufry. I don't think that was it, though. I don't think that was it. I think it was something else that I remember her from. Oh, she was in How Not to Summon the Demon Lord as well. She was Rem. Okay. And I know she's in Index and stuff, but I don't think I remember her from Index. Oh, and she was also in Black Clover. Huh. But no, it was something else. Besides New Game, I was pretty sure I recognized her in something else. It might have been from How Not to Summon the Demon Lord. Oh, it was probably Castletown Dandelion. Because she was one of the Sakurada kids. Oh, and she's Ando in Danganronpa? I didn't know that. I'm just gonna keep scrolling down. Show by Rock, Defrag. We're getting to the point where I don't think I would have watched anything back here. Oh, she was Senna in Haganai. That's what it was. She was Senna Kashiwazaki in Haganai. That's what I was from. Noelle's voice actor is Rosalina? That's interesting. Yeah, it must have been Senna Kashiwazaki that I recognized her name from, or her voice from. And then again in Beaufry. Castletown Dandelion. Bryn April, Tia Ballard, Rico Fajardo, Michelle Rojas. They changed Josh Grell's thing. Jad Saxton, Sarah Weidenheft, and Jeannie Tirado. What a good cast. What a good cast. Jill Harris is also in that one. They changed, maybe he changed his thing. They changed Grell's crediting. He used to be Josh Grell, now he's Jesse James Grell. I assume this is the same person at least. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, because he voices Futaro. interesting. I wonder what changed. Oh, I see. I see. I was like, what happened? What? I was really confused. March 2023, Grell came out on social media as male to female transgender and stated they use they, them, and she, her pronouns. Good for her. Good for her. Okay, I was really confused for a second. I was like, what's up with the sudden name change? Because sometimes I know some of the voice actors use stage names, either for different roles or like non-union activity. And sometimes you have problems with that, like with Connor Kelly and Connor Kelly, but they're spelled differently. Okay, okay. I was really confused for a second. But no, Morgan Berry, Yanshin Redemption, he won in auto mode, he's him. Morgan Berry, Jill Harris, and Megan Shipman. As far as characters that aren't in games already. Bryn April's great, Kaylee Mills is great, but Jill Harris, Morgan Berry, and I always, David Warren, I think is his name. David Warren? Daniel Warren. Daniel Warren. I want him to voice something in the game. I know that I could just pull for Hanneman and Fire Emblem Heroes. It's not the same. It's not the same. I might recruit Hanneman just for that. Warren voices Hanneman in Three Houses, and he's great. He's also in Lupin the Third, and he was in Fate Apocrypha, so... who knows? Anyway, I'm ending the stream. Goodbye.